My father will use Lagos experience to develop Nigeria. Tinubu's daughter. Folashade Tinubu, the daughter of the APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu, said her father will use the experience he gathered during his tenure as governor of Lagos State to develop Nigeria. Ojo, who is the head of Lagos Markets, Iyaloja General, said this in Abuja on Thursday, September 1st, 2022, while accepting her appointment as Grand Patroness of a support group, the Tinubu Vanguard. According to her, Lagos is a mini Nigeria because of the contribution of Bola Tinubu. She's your father, so I'll let you off. She added that the presidential candidate would excel as president of Nigeria. Ojo said Tinubu will consolidate President Muhammadu Buhari's achievement and also improve in areas where there are challenges. She added that her father performed excellently during his tenure as governor and that he will use his experience to develop Nigeria. The Iyaloja General of Lagos State urged Nigerians to support her father to become the president of Nigeria in 2023. I think, you know what? I'm sorry, I won't let her off. Because he's your father, what? Excuse me, I had to check myself on that. First of all, it's these individuals that are Nigeria's problem. Because when you look at families like this, where every member literally is just in power in some way, shape, or form, and others who try to get their families involved and their daughters or their sons getting appointments, these are the real ones, because it is with them that they can decide if they want to make Nigeria better. And this individual, this lady, I really can't believe it, because this goes to show that, okay, this thing is not going to change. Corruption, this systematic, these politicians are training their children to fling their shoes and continue. Not that it's surprising in every administration, in every government in the world, in every kingdom, it's been like that. So we can't just say, okay, fine, But it's shameful because we now realize very quickly that those that we're going to be fighting against will not be the likes of Tinubu, because really Tinubu they should really be in the picture. These were individuals that our parents were fighting, and now that shows how retrogressive Nigeria is. Because if we're really going to talk about the politicians of today and who we should be holding accountable, they should not be 40, 100 years older than every Nigerian, to be honest. I mean, they shouldn't be older than Nigerians who were not alive when I'm talking those that are now 18 and above, who were not alive when they started their political careers. So really, to have a round judgment on these individuals and their times in office, you have a generation that really can't decipher like that. And so how do we relate with these individuals? I think that is a problem. But if anything, I think that, the daughter coming out, of course, is her father, so she's going to say supportive things. But then it's just you're going to use Lagos. I mean, let us relax. So are we going to ignore, the times of Fashola at that time? Because again, you have to understand, Fashola was loved and he did a lot of things for Lagos State. But why is no one also acknowledging his contributions, if anything? Well, they can probably argue that whether Tinubu is behind that or not. But anyways, you can't... History. Lagos did not need Tinubu to be what it is. Lagos was already the capital. It was that place. It really was. Why it was in Abuja, I'm not genuinely sure why it was moved. I can't say I can give a historical context for that. But the point is, colonialism, even during colonialism, before colonialism, slavery, poor, Lagos has been, each country has that city that is central for trade, for investment, everything. Everybody knows Lagos is that place. So for us to attribute the success and the name Lagos has to Tinubu is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Except Tinubu's family, for some reason, have been, the strong ones holding Lagos. Even could be the family selling his own people to the slaves. Then maybe we can argue that. But from what we know, Lagos has always been that place. So really, that's a whole other different argument anyway. But I think it's unfair for, everyone to use Lagos as an argument. But if Peter B was, if we were to talk about Anambra State now, everyone starts shaking. Well, what did he do? What did he do? And it's not like when it comes to Tinubu, well, he made Lagos. Excuse me? Nigerians are winning. Who's bringing the income in? If we're going to talk about, really, when it's about the professional space, yes, of course, Nigerians are there. But also talking about, foreign investment and the rise of social media and what the younger generation have done. They have brought in so many investments. So many into Lagos. And it's sad because it shouldn't just be Lagos. Apart from Lagos and Abuja, like, it should also spread to other parts of the country. Like, that. Use valid arguments. Use valid arguments. Like, I'm tired of the rhetoric. It's the same. And it's not even something everyone can come out and vouch for. If everybody can say yes, Tinubu built Lagos, fine. But no one is standing on their chest just saying, what, he built Lagos, he made Lagos. It's scary because if you're going to have his children who want to be in power or who want to remain relevant, still supporting their father and who still believes their father at that age, at that tender age, really, deserves to be in office, then it's a spiritual battle here. But really, I think it's very shameful, very, very shameful, to be honest. But again, if she can't, it's her father and she's been in the space, that is who, that's it. Well, first comment, your father did not develop Lagos State. She has only been collecting taxes and extorting Lagos. We all know this. Except this is the same pattern he wants to do at a national level, and that's also a problem. But, they could be telling us these things in our faces, and we just decide not to believe. Tell your father to go develop his village, not Nigeria. Though through some comments here, I observed that most of those against Asiwaju are the Easterners. We all understood the genesis of your hatred for Asiwaju. His sin is because Tinubu did not allow the Igbos to hijack power in Lagos. Whether you like it or not, Asiwaju is our next president. If you don't like, you can enter the lagoon. And hearing comments like this, I'm like, we can wait a few years. We really can't wait a few years because personally, I can speak for the Nigerians. Yes, you do the right thing. Increase voting populations, and for once, let's actually see what happens when we engage in voting. I think that is a valid thing to do because I feel like for the past how many years, we've just not used the power of our votes, and we potentially could have seen better results if we had just engaged. So I'm not going to doubt that, of course, with the PVC movement of registering and the campaign for Peter B. I don't think it's bad. I'm trying to be negative. But if you're looking to APC or PDP to solve your problems, that's red flag number 1. And looking to the candidates that they provide, red flag number 2. You even thinking that it's APC and PDP, red flag. In fact, just red flags. Red flags. And I think if we still, at this stage, given the way Nigeria is, we're going to have to be convincing people of who they should vote for. You have a right. Vote APC. Vote PDP. What? Do it. It's never stopped you before. Do it. I mean, again, it's your vote. You can't tell anybody who to vote for. And if at this stage we haven't gotten the message clear and we're not united enough to understand what the assignment is and should be,